Yo, it's Sri Javi, man, back with another video, man. And today we got a Sri Javi Speaks, as always, man. We probably got about 30, 40 of these recorded. I'm lying, we on episode 9 or 10 or 11. It may be 5. I don't know. But in this video, we got a decent little talk session for y'all. I don't think it's going to be too long, but I don't think it's going to be too short. Because in this one, we got a bunch of the pagan deity information. So we got some of the misinformation surrounding them. We're going to talk about some of the Egyptian deities, some of the people that got deified. We're going to talk about how to use deities properly. And then we're going to talk about Egyptian deity mythology. Probably, if we get to that. Because, got about it don't matter. We got some time. And I do want to record another video after this. I'm going to try to make this video about 15 to 30 minutes. But yeah, so some of the misinformation surrounding deities. Let's get this first. Let's say this first. No deities are real. I'm not going to say no deities. 9 times out of 10, a deity is not a real thing. They are personified cosmic forces and spiritual principles. So basically, when you see a deity, they are symbology, like their symbolism. When you go up the Egyptian tree of life, they make it very obvious. Like, it's the most obvious thing ever when going up the Egyptian tree of life. Because on the Egyptian tree of life, after every deity, they tell you exactly what they represent or what their symbolism is. So, like, let's say with Thoth. Thoth represents intellect. Asar represents the eternal soul. Set represents the ego. Nebuchadnezzar represents rest. Heru. Picard is aspiration. Heru is victory. Heru Kuti is challenge. Oh no, that's a different Nebuchadnezzar. Different Nebuchadnezzar. Number 14. Nigga, number 9 is mortality. So they all represent different things. And the cosmic forces, cosmic forces is Geb with earth, Shu with airspace, ether, Tefnut with water and life force, and then Nut with heaven. You feel me? So they all represent different things. Like, they aren't just beings walking on the planet. And that's pretty obvious. That's why you see all of them are like weird ass shapes. Not weird ass shapes, but like interesting perspectives on you. You feel me? I mean, that's why I see them depicted weird. No, they aren't motherfucking fallen angels. Oh my God, let's talk about that. Bro, but the Apocrypha says that they mixed with this and that, and then they made above humans, and then the God sent the flood. No, it's not even, what? Shut up. You're putting 2 and 2 together, but you're getting 7. That's the problem. Like, come on, brother. Like, yes, it's 2 and, you added 2 and 2 together, you're getting 4. But it's a 1 plus 1 question. You feel me? It's not that hard. They're just not real things. See, y'all doing all this adding up like, okay, so, well, they say in olden days, they used to do genetic modifying and they would have this with heads on it. Well, when you look at the Egyptian deities, so when they were doing the genetic modifying, the fallen angels came down and God said they can mate with the girls. So when the girls came down, they got turned in to mermaids. I don't be knowing what be going on with y'all, but y'all be tripping. So with them being personified cosmic forces and spiritual principles, different things represent like different things in the cosmos. So hypothetically speaking, it's like this with all religions. I don't want to say all religions, but most religions have to do with astrotheology. Astrotheology is the basis of most religions, or most most main world religions today. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why Jesus would call himself the Son of Man, the Son of Man, so much, because he was represented as the light of the world. He was the risen Savior. The sun rises back up every day. You feel me? After falling in the night. So Jesus is supposed to represent astrotheology, and then the 12 disciples for the 12 zodiac signs, I guess. And then, does that mean Jesus is supposed to represent Ophiuchus? I don't know. But what else? So and then other pagan religions are basically based off of Egypt, just with different names, because people would travel. Let me not say it like that. People would travel to Egypt, right? They'll travel to Egypt, learn from them, and then go back and teach it to their people. But to their people, they would teach it like in their language. So in that, things wouldn't get distorted, but they would get new names to just match it a little more. And then in that, they would also get new images, so people would separate them later on. You feel me? Like going down the line, they would get separated. But originally, it was known that they were all together. Nigga, that's why Hermes is in each one. No, Hermes is in each one because he just kept reincarnating. Right. Thank you for letting me know that, buddy. You would know that. Bro, I don't even know, like, alright, so let me talk about that. Thoth. There's a few things Thoth could be. Thoth could be a priest who remembered his past lives, and that's why he was doing all that. He could have been a starseed who remembered his past lives, and that's why he was doing all that. Thoth could have been an alien who came down. All those, you feel me? He was probably just a benevolent alien. This sound crazy. Let me not say alien. He was probably a benevolent, multidimensional being, and he was from not a higher dimension. He was from a higher density. So, yeah. No, I hate the word multidimensional, because what the fuck does that mean? I mean, I get it. Let's just say multidimensional. But multidimensional is like, dimensions are perspectives, ain't they? And then densities. Density is like a level. Planes and realms are like the level. The level of the level. The level of the level you're on. I mean, the difficulty. Yeah, let's say the difficulty of the level. Not the difficulty. Not the difficulty. It's how aware you are that it's a level. That's a way better way to put it. It's how aware you are that it's a level. Yeah. Basically. But so, did Thoth write the Emerald Tablets, and did Thoth reincarnate 3 times? No. Niggas say they Thoth today. Fucking cap. Thoth never existed. Well, at least not the Thoth from the Egyptian Tree of Life. Jehudi, that wasn't a real thing. Unless Jehudi was based off of the Atlantean priest king, which is unlikely. But nigga, Atlantean priest king Thoth, that nigga is definitely a fucking evil alien. Let's be honest. There's nothing else he could be. Like, nigga, what? Nigga's an evil alien. No, not an evil alien. He was probably a benevolent alien. Benevolent is good, you know? So he was probably a benevolent alien. He was somewhat benevolent, I guess. Nigga built the pyramids. But, yeah. So it was also the sacrificing and the people believing that the deities was actually real that caused all the pagan religion hate. Not that Javier is pagan. Javier isn't pagan, but I'm just telling y'all about pagan deities. So it's people that believed the deities were real that caused these things to start gaining as much hate as they do. It's the people that believe that they were real things and that they were fallen angels, that they were, you feel me? Either this or that. And they got these Christian views on pagan religions, and Christianity came out way after paganism. So it didn't really make sense. You're putting New Age beliefs on something that's way older, or at the time they would have been New Age beliefs, but since they're old to us now, we accept them because Christianity is the old religion to us. In our mind, God came 2,000 years ago. The world began 4,000 years before that. Niggas was not alive before that. Before that was the flood for Noah. So, shit. With Christians, it's, yeah, niggas will really tell you dinosaurs were put on the earth as a test for the faithful because God wanted to see, well, if in the book it says 6,000 years, would they believe me if I had things that said 100,000, a million? Nah, I'm gonna put it here as a test. I'm gonna test these niggas. They gonna have to keep faith in me, even though we blatantly lied to these niggas. We gonna tell them that I created the world in 7 days and they came on the 7th, even though there was things here for millions of years before. What if God just made the world into what we know it as today? I don't know. Ignore that. That part was just me talking. But what else is I going to talk about in this video? They are all symbology. No, they are not demons. They can be demons. Okay, let me talk about that. The pagan deities, they are not demons in a sense, but they can be demons if you're doing enough. You know what I mean? Like, you know how niggas be getting shrines? They be getting shrines, motherfucking doing offerings, doing rituals, doing this and that, trying to make the demon come inside. I mean, trying to make the deity come inside of them, trying to do this, and then loving the deity, kissing them, you feel me? Bowing to their feet, you feel me? Doing all that. Lighting candles of it, you feel me? Burning things to it. I don't know, like doing all types of weird stuff, like giving sacrifices. Then the deity can become a demon. Then a demon could take that place. Like, since you're doing all of that to a thought form doesn't have an actual structure. So a structured thing could see you giving this to nothing and take that motherfucker. They gonna give you something in return so you can give them way more. But they gonna take whatever you were giving them, and you're a siphon now. Yeah, that's what they was doing with the sacrifices in Egypt. So in around 650 AD, around 670 AD, the Assyrians invaded Egypt. Around 650 AD, they started doing these ibis bird sacrifices to Thoth. The reasons they did this was because they did not know that Thoth wasn't an actual being. So when they thought Thoth was an actual thing, they said, okay, we want Thoth to come down again. How can we do that, right? So they started doing bird sacrifices. And in that, I'm guessing something did come down. Was it actually Thoth? No. Did it take the sacrifices? Absolutely, positively, nigga. So, you know, realize what you're sacrificing to. The infinite creator would not ask for a sacrifice. probably doesn't even ask for praise, realistically. Because what is me sitting here and praising it with my mouth going to do if I'm living in it, as it, for it, with it, above it, under it, in it? Like, come on. Let's get realistic here. But you gotta just like tell him that you appreciate him. I'm living on his word. Okay. So, some deified people. So, if y'all read the Law of One books right here, it would talk about the sun god Ra and how Ra might have actually been an actual being from the planet Venus. Ra talked about being a higher density being. I believe at the time that he was making this book, he was a 7 density being, but in the future books, he would become, he would talk to them as a 5 density being. So what Ra was a higher density being from the planet Venus. And he had came down here to the Egyptian people to teach them the Law of One. He also claims that Thoth came with him when he did that in the Law of One as well. Which I could show you all right here. He says it in the first session. He doesn't say it plainly, but y'all would have to understand the Thoth story and the Ra story for it to mesh together. So let me show y'all. So Ra, I am Ra, the identity of the vibration Ra is our identity. We as a group, or what you would call a social memory complex, made contact with the race of your planetary kind, which you would call Egyptians. Others from our density made contact at the same time in South America. Right here he's talking about Thoth and the Mesoamerican pyramids. So in the so-called lost cities were their attempts to contribute to the Law of One. You feel me? So right here he also talks about Thoth again, if I can find it. Okay, Thoth right here. We find that okay, we are those of the Federation who 11,000 of your years ago came to 2 of your planetary cultures which were at the time closely in touch with the creation of the one creator. It was our naive belief that we could learn by direct contact, and that the free will distortions that the individual feeling or personality were in no danger. We had no thought of their being disturbed, as these cultures were already closely aligned with an all-embracing belief in the liveness or consciousness of all. We came and were welcomed by the peoples whom we wished to serve. We attempted to aid them in technical ways having to do with the healing of the mind-body-spirit complex distortions through the use of the crystal, appropriate to the distortion, placed within a certain appropriate series of ratios of time, space, material. Thus, the pyramids were created. We found that the technology was reserved largely for those with the effectual mind-body distortion of power. This was not intended by the Law of One. We left your peoples. What the fuck? Did my phone just ring me? We left your peoples. The group that was to work with those in the area of South America, as you would call that portion of your spirit, gave up not so easily. They returned. We did not. Right here they were talking about how Thoth returned and how Thoth made a bunch of other pyramids, and Ra did not come back to return. So, as you can see, if y'all wanted to read that. So, he says, we found that the technology was reserved for those with the effectual mind-body distortion of power. This was not intended by the Law of One. We left your peoples, the group that was to work with those in the area of South America, as you call that portion of your spirit, gave up not so easily. They returned, we did not. However, we have never left your vibration due to our responsibility for the changes in consciousness we have first caused and then distorted in the ways not relegated to the law of one. We attempted to contact the rulers of the land which we had to come, that land which you call Egypt, in some areas the Holy Land. The 18th dynasty. My bad. I was going to keep reading. So basically, right there, they talk about how Thoth and Ra may possibly be like deified higher density beings. So they came down, people actually worship them, and that's why they're actually like higher on the tree of life. I don't know, but I do believe that Thoth, at least Thoth and Ra, beings named Thoth and Ra have at least stepped on this planet at least once. You feel me? But do I believe that the deities are real? No. I think that the beings like existed. I think the beings existed. You feel me? Let's put it like that. So now we're gonna get into how another person that got deified was Imhotep. Imhotep was just a very smart like physician, mathematician, philanthropist. He was a lot of things. He was Imhotep. So some of the ways to use deities is with deity yoga. In deity yoga, I'm not really fluent on deity yoga, but I know what it is to an extent. Deity yoga is like meditating on a specific deity, hoping to embody their quality. So let's say we're meditating on a set, right? Or Isis. That is meditating on intuition, wisdom, and you feel me? Healing. Intuition, wisdom, and healing. So when you're meditating on Isis, you're sitting there like Isis, Isis, Isis. Like you're sitting there meditating on Isis. When you're doing this, your end goal is to basically gain or build your wisdom and intuition. So as Isis is a personified cosmic force and spiritual principle, it will be harder to just meditate like trying to build intuition. Say, so if somebody used to tell you just, hey bro, you want to go build your intuition? Just go meditate on it. How am I supposed to meditate on intuition? Hey bro, just intuition. You feel me? That's a little harder. But when you're saying Isis, it's giving you something to focus on, giving you something to, you feel me? So it makes sense. So next thing is like praise. In praise, I mean not praising like you're know that you're praying to something that's not actually there. Know that you're praying for yourself. Know that you're praying just to send out the intention. You feel me? Like when you're praying to a deity, know that you're praying to that specific deity to set out a stronger intention in whatever you're trying to build. So let's say there is a deity of wealth. You're praying and you want to pray for your bills to get paid or something. You're going to send out a prayer to the deity of wealth, right? But know that there isn't going to be an actual deity in a green suit popping up at your front door with a fucking pot of gold. You feel me? Does that make sense? Like when you're praying to deities, pagan deities, don't pray as if they are real things. Know that they are not. They are only there. You know what the law of attraction is? You're praying to send out a stronger intention towards that. That's the whole reason you pray towards a deity. Everything is a law of attraction. That's how it all works. So, yeah. The next one is with worship. That's basically the same thing, but I feel like with worship, it's like a little more devoted. Like with worship, you got like a statue and you're Isis, Aset, Asar, like there. You feel me? And then the next one is just simply asking them to teach you. Going into a prayer or meditation, and then Isis, I ask that you teach me how to build my intuition, and then you just keep going with this prayer, and then probably just make it an affirmation or a mantra. Isis, help me build my intuition. Isis, help me build my intuition. Isis, help me build my intuition. Or, you feel me? Thoth, give me all the wisdom of the universe. Thoth, give me all the wisdom of the universe. Thoth, give me all the wisdom of the cosmos. I don't know. Like, just Don't teach me all that I need to see. Don't teach me all that I need to learn. Like things of that nature. I don't know how to really explain it, but y'all get what I'm saying. So, yeah. I could talk about some Egyptian deity mythology, but I may save that for Sri Javi Speaks. We 25 minutes into this video. So what y'all think? Say that for Sri Javi Speaks or in this one? I mean, in this one? Or what y'all think? What y'all think we should do? We gonna save it for Sri Javi Speaks, man. So that's it for this video, though. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, comment other videos I want to see on the channel, man. I got y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. So comment down if, I don't know. I don't think this video is too great, but I fucked with it. I loved it. I love y'all. And I hope y'all love me. You feel me? We love each other. That's on me, though. Amen. But that's it for this video, though. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, comment other videos I want to see on the channel, man. I love y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.